Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the most exciting thing on TV. It's yours truly. It's a football thing with the great show himself, DJ SNS, each and every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. only on thenetstation.com. All right, now, you know, since my Patriots is on a bye week this week, I thought I'd bring a little championship reminder that we are still the reigning Super Bowl champions. Must I add that? You see the hat, right? Championship. You see that, right? It's not the old champion, it's the new hat, baby. All right? Always rep the Patriots first. All right, so it's a football thing, ladies and gentlemen, DJ SNS. I want to get right into it. Let's talk about the division game. Talk about the AFC division game. The Jets over the Bills, 34-21. And I said this after week one. The Jets are not that bad. Matter of fact, the Jets look like the more superior team over the Bills. Are we believing the Bills? I don't know. The Jets, Josh McCown, 14 for 20, 140 yards, 1 touchdown. The boy Matt Forte, he rushed for 14 carries, 77 yards and a touchdown. Bilal Powell, 9 carries, 74 yards. That means the ground and pound is back in New York. Only with the Jets, though. I mean, the Giants, we'll talk about the Giants later on. But we're going to talk about the Jets, though. The Jets look very good. That front four right there. Leonard Williams and the boys. Muhammad Wilkerson. I don't know. The Jets, they contain Tyrod Taylor. They had Tyrod Taylor boxed in. I like that Jets defense. Bust a screen, you gotta, how you say? You gotta learn to be patient before doing dumb stuff. You jump your routes too early, and that's why you get exposed. But you're good though. The Jets kind of dominated this game all game. They how can I say? They shut down Shady LaShawn McCoy. They shut him down. Roby Anderson had 4 receptions for 48 yards for the Jets. He had a touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, he balled out, 2 receptions, 38 yards. Also, Safari Jenkins, he had 20 yards and 2 receptions. The Jets look good, man. As for the Bills, Tyrod Taylor, 29 for 40, 285 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. LaShawn McCoy only had 25 yards rushing. This is a guy who had 3 straight games of 100 yards and better. The last game, he had $150. Game before that, he had $140. Is that the blueprint to beat the Buffalo Bills? Shut down LaShawn McCoy? Because they don't have wide receivers. But I must add, they just picked up Calvin Benjamin from the Panthers. So that should add more dynamics to their passing game. Not saying Zay Jones and Deontay Thompson's not good. Deontay Thompson had 81 yards and a touchdown, 7 receptions. Zay Jones had 6 receptions, 53 yards and a touchdown. Not saying that their passing game is suspect, which it really is, but Tyrod Taylor was boxed in the pocket. They had him. He couldn't run out. Couldn't make the good runs like he normally does. The Jets' front 5 really did very well, as I can say. Final score was 34-21. The Jets dominantly handled the Bills. Is that the blueprint now? Like I said, stop LaShawn McCoy. Bills fall. Could be. We shall see. Let's talk about the blowouts. I'm going to go to the blowouts right away. We're going to talk about the other New York team. The New York Giants. The New York Giants. They lost to the LA Rams 51-17. Now, I got PLAXICO BURESS coming on the show, so, he's a former Giant. I'm going to wait till I get in front of him to really express the happiness right now. The Giants are 1-7, ladies and gentlemen. 1-7. I blame Eli a lot. In the past weeks, I blamed Eli a lot. And it's really not Eli's fault. I don't know what the dysfunction is with the offense the head coach, I don't know. I can't call it. Jared Goff, 14 for 22, 311 yards. He had 4 touchdowns. Yeah, the Giants defense made Jared Goff look like Peyton Manning, a young Peyton Manning. Like, what are y'all doing over there in New York? The other side. Todd Gurley, 16 carries, 59 yards. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. Malcolm Brown had 15 carries. He had 57 yards. So really, the run game did what they wanted to do against the Giants. Come on, where's JPP at? I know Vernon's hurt. Where's that defense? Where's that defense? Landon Collins, what are you doing? Eli Apple, I'm never going to talk about you. I don't understand it. Like, DRC played, but the captain didn't play. Janoris Jenkins. You know when Janoris Jenkins out there, he's the captain. He calls the plays. He wasn't playing because he got suspended. If I'm a team and I know I need this guy to win, I'm not suspending him for something that happened with the team unless it's something real drastic. Other than that, he has to play. He's the quarterback of that defense. What are you doing? What are you doing, the New York Football Giants? What are you doing? Like, come on. Robert Woods had 4 receptions, 70 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. You had Robert Woods get 2 touchdowns in this show. Like, Sammy Watkins, 1 reception, 67 yards. He had 1 touchdown. Like, talk to me, New York. What are we doing? Eli, when they intercepted you, don't you know that everybody knows on 3rd down, you go for that goddamn slant play? Everybody that watches football knows. 3rd down with the Giants, if it's not Odell in the slant, it's Shepard. And if it's not Shepard, it's Ingram. Everybody knows that slant play. You can watch tape and understand that. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Giants, you got to get your thing together. As far as the Rams look very good. Jared Goff looked very good. Rams defense, Donald, great. Rams defense is balling. I must say this. Rams offense and defense is balling. The Giants, Eli Manning, 20 for 36, 220 yards. That's not a bad game. 2 touchdowns. Orleans Darkwa, I like that, man. I've been liking it ever since y'all got him. 16 carries, 71 yards. Wayne Gilman, 9 carries for 41 yards. Evan Ingram is a stud. He is the best person on the Giants right now. Brandon Marshall's gone for the season. Odell gone for the season. Y'all need Odell back. I know you do. I know you do. You should have made a trade. Should have got somebody in the trade. You should bring Victor Cruz back. That's just me. I'm just saying. Y'all need to bring Victor Cruz back. But, hey, that's my guy. He'll be on the show soon. So, Evan Ingram, 4 receptions, 70 yards and a touchdown. He's the only bright spot on this Giants offense. Sterling Shepard, 5 receptions, 70 yards. He came back from injury. Now, you need Victor Cruz to balance that out. Like, not saying that they don't have the young boys who's good out there, but you got to go with the marquee, baby. Final score, 51-17, Rams over the Giants. Let's go to the other blowout, which was a surprising blowout. This was a surprising blowout right here. Now, I'm going to say it twice so you can understand where I'm coming from. I said this in the beginning of the season. Week 1, week 2, week 3. I said the Eagles are going to be the team who runs away with the NFC East. I said this. We got the videotape. We got the videotape when I said this. We might have to go to the videotape and do that. The Eagles are the best team in football right now. You know I'm a Patriots fan, even though we are 6-2. But the Eagles did something I would never thought. Never thought. Not against the no-fly zone. Not against the no-fly zone. They scored 51 points against the no-fly zone. Carson Wentz, 15 for 27, 199 yards, 4 touchdowns. He didn't even have a great game. That's a pedestrian game. Jay Ajayi, the new acquisition of Jay Ajayi from Miami. Miami, what the hell are y'all doing? You're like, Jay Ajayi go for Drake? Like, come on. Like, Jay Ajayi? You're just gonna give them, you're just gonna give them to the Eagles, right? Jay Ajayi, 8 carries, 77 yards, 1 touchdown. Corey Clement, the rookie, 12 carries, 51 yards, 2 touchdowns. Alshon Jeffries, he balled out, 6 receptions, 84 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. Troy Burton, 2 receptions, 41 yards. He had a touchdown. Shit, like, everybody had a touchdown. It was 51-23. Like, are we seeing the demise of the Denver Bronco no-fly zone? Oh no! Ever since y'all let TJ Ward go, it ain't been the same. I'll say it again, Denver. Ever since you let TJ Ward go, y'all have not been the same. He's not happy in Tampa Bay. He's regretting that he went to Tampa Bay. The Tampa Bay suck. Like, we're gonna talk about that in a minute, but like, what are y'all doing? Now, to the Eagles, you know, point of view on the Eagles, y'all did go against Brock Osweiler. He really sucks. I mean, he had a great game, 19 for 38, 208 yards, 1 touchdown. But Brock Osweiler sucks. Like, let's call a spade a spade. He really sucks. You know what I'm saying? Devin Booker, he had 6 carries for 21 yards. C.J. Anderson, 9 carries for 13 yards. That's not going to get it done. Philly manhandled y'all. Y'all couldn't get no running game. None whatsoever. He had 44 yards total between 2 backs. Come on. I mean, you had 15 carries between 2 backs. They shut y'all down. I mean, you gonna leave the offense in the hand of Brock Osweiler? Y'all lucky I didn't lose by 70. I mean, Demaryius Thomas, you know, he always balled out. 8 receptions, 70 yards. He had a touchdown. Cody Lattimore, 2 receptions, 51 yards. He balled out. Like, Denver looks suspect. I don't think Denver's going to make it to the playoffs. That's just me, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think Denver's going to make it. You should have just let Simeon in. Simeon had a couple of bad weeks. You thought he was going to get better with Brock Osweiler? Like, come on, y'all. Like, what are y'all looking at? What are you coaches looking at? Bear with me now. Come on. Final score, 51-23. Eagles dominate the Denver Broncos. Superman's back. Cam Newton, the Panthers over the Falcons, 20-17. I gotta say it before I praise the Panthers. Something's wrong with Atlanta. I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with Atlanta. Y'all let Mike Shanahan go. Y'all let Shanahan go. How you gonna let the best offensive coordinator, one of the best offensive coordinators go? How you gonna let him go? You're supposed to do everything in your power to keep him in the building. Y'all went to the Super Bowl last year because of him. Now, come on, you got Julio Jones missing wide open in the end zone catches. Like, Matt Ryan, 24 for 38, 313 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. That's a great game. But to do that and lose? Like, come on, man. Devontae Freeman, 11 carries, 46 yards. Tevin Coleman, 3 receptions, 56 yards. That shows me running the ball wise, y'all was trying to get back to the run. And Carolina kind of shut you down. Carolina's defense is very good. Julio Jones, he balled out as usual, except when he dropped that open touchdown in the end zone. 6 receptions, 118 yards. That's balling out. Tyler Gabriel, 3 receptions, 56 yards. Can't mention nobody else, man. Like, Atlanta, something wrong with Atlanta, man. Like, maybe it's that Super Bowl jinx. It happens. I think it's the Super Bowl jinx. You tell me. I mean, Cam Newton was 13 for 24, 137 yards. Cam Newton also ran for 86 yards and a touchdown on 9 carries. So Cam Newton and Christian McCaffrey, the young rookie, 15 carries, 66 yards and a touchdown. Cam Newton rushed more than Christian McCaffrey. What does that tell you? That look like the 2015. That right there, like the 2015 Panthers right there. When Cam Newton is that effective, it's hard to beat Carolina. But I think what's going to happen, like, I think that Calvin Benjamin is going to hurt. It's going to hurt in the playoffs. Not having Calvin Benjamin might hurt y'all in the playoffs because Greg Olsen comes back soon. Greg Olsen definitely comes back soon. But Devin Funchess is definitely formidable. But I would have loved to have Devin Funchess on this side and Calvin Benjamin on this side and have Greg Olsen. Why? Because now you can't double Greg Olsen and you can't double Calvin Benjamin or Funchess. So they got to play one-on-one, man-to-man. All Cam got to do is be the threat that, Cam got to be the threat that he is, usually on the ground, and you got weapons to throw it to. There's no way in the world Carolina can lose the rest of their game. Only when Cam start playing stupid. That's when they start losing. Final score, Carolina 20, Falcons 17. Atlanta went home with another loss again. Somebody got to talk. Somebody got to go talk, man. You got to talk with Atlanta. So I'm going to talk about a surprise team right now. I kind of counted them out in the beginning, but they look very promising. I don't know how I can count them out with such a stud of a quarterback they have. The New Orleans Saints. Who that? Shout out to them Saints, the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees got them balling right now. Sean Payton, Drew Brees have the Saints balling. Drew Brees, 22 for 27, 263 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tampa Bay, like, what happened to y'all, Tampa Bay? Like, James Winston, how you going to start a fight and you're not even playing? Then you're going to get your best wide receiver suspended by him coming over there and him doing the dumb stuff that he did. Like come on, like, you got to play with more poise than this, man. Like, I don't know what you guys are doing, but you do not look promising to me. Mark Ingram, 16 carries, 77 yards. Alvin Kamara, he's the bright spot of this New Orleans squad. He had 10 carries, 68 yards and a touchdown. Their offense is predicated through them two right there, along with Michael Thomas. Kamara also had 6 receptions for 84 yards and a touchdown. Drew Brees got them balling, baby. I tell you, Drew Brees, top 3 quarterbacks in the league. Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. I gotta say that. It's in that order. You know what I'm saying? Tampa Bay, since Jameis Winston is hurt, they had to resort to the Fitzpatrick guy. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 8 for 15, 68 yards and a touchdown. Peyton Barber had 11 carries, 34 yards. Deshaun Jackson was held at 25 yards receiving, only 2 receptions. Peyton Barber had 2 receptions for 20 yards. You got to get the ball to Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun Jackson came in and took the top off of the defense. You guys are treating him like he's a bum. He's not a bum. He's fast. Mike Evans is a stud. Mike Evans is a stud. I give him that. He's definitely a baller. But you got 2 weapons that you barely use. Cameron Brake, the tight end, he's great too. Like, come on, y'all. Tampa Bay, y'all got to do better than that. Y'all got a squad. Y'all got defense and everything. And y'all acting like y'all are the Cleveland Browns. Final score, Saints 30, Tampa Bay 10. Talk about another surprising team, ladies and gentlemen. the Jaguars against the Bengals. Now, for those, before I get to the Jaguar highlights, for those who pick Andy Dalton in fantasy, drop him now. Andy Dalton is not Andy Dalton. There's something wrong with Andy Dalton. On fantasy yesterday, he played against me in fantasy. He had 8 points. That's all he had. That's all he gave my competitor. And guess what? I won my fantasy because I had Eli. Eli came through for me for 23 points. But in real life, Jaguars 23, the Bengals 7. Blake Bortles 24 for 38, 259 yards, 1 touchdown. That's how Blake Bortles should be playing. Blake Bortles should be playing just like that, ladies and gentlemen. There's no way in the world no one can tell me nothing different. If the Jaguars play like way they've been playing lately, I'm scared of them. The defense, Calais Campbell and the boys, I am very afraid of the Jaguars. But I know deep down Brady's going to shred them apart, so I don't have to worry about it. TV12 always will rise. Chris Ivy, 20 carries, 70 yards. TJ Yeldon, 11 carries, 41 yards. Marquise Lee, 8 receptions, 75 yards and a touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, 3 receptions and 49 yards. The Bengals look very pedestrian. Andy Dalton, 10 for 18? Andy Dalton, 10 for 18? 136 yards? Passing? I don't know. I can't call it for the Bengals. Then, the fight between AJ Green and Ramsey, Ramsey said something to AJ Green, and AJ Green ticked off. He just let go, put him in a sleeper hold and just went WWE on it. You know what I mean? So now he's gonna be suspended for a game. So the Bengals definitely gonna lose next week. Joe Mixon, 13 carries, 31 yards, 1 touchdown. Tyler Croft, 2 receptions, 79 yards. Brandon LaFell, 2 receptions, 78 yards. He got kicked. AJ Green got kicked out of the game. Jaguar dominated 23-7 over the Bengals. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're gonna do? We're gonna come back with PLAXICO BURESS. He's my guest today on It's a Football Thing with DJ SNS. Y'all stay tuned. Just rock with me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have my good friend from Norfolk, Virginia, one of the guys that partied with me for years, one of my good friends, PLAXICO BURESS, came to my birthday party like 4 years ago. I appreciate it. What's up, my guy?
Not much, man. What's going on, man? Just doing my thing out here in the city, man.
Nah, I get it. Did you watch the games this weekend?
Yeah, man. I did get a chance to see a couple of them.
Did you watch your boys?
My boys in blue ain't looking too good, but just got to find a way to rebound and basically looking like we're getting ready for next season.
Well, I was just talking about that I just did the Giants sheet, and I watched the game myself, and I'm sitting there because my whole household is Giants fans. Right. Who I run with. I love them Patriots, but my whole household, my wife, her son, they're Giants fans. So I gotta, I said, let me watch the game with them because I had Eli on the fantasy. So I'm always blaming Eli. I always say Eli this, Eli that. I watched the game yesterday. That 3rd and 33 was disgusting. Let's call it a spade, my brother. That 3rd and 33 should never have happened.
Yeah, that right there, man, just kind of put the icing on the cake to what the season is looking like. It's just bad all the way around, man. I always say that, you can't build this nice fancy mansion without a foundation, man. And the foundation starts up front. Absolutely. With the offensive line. So we gotta, you can't have the quarterback dropping back every time you get dropping back. You think you get ready to get hit. That's just not good for him mentally. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. He's going to get hurt. But your running game, Your running game is all right. I can't get mad at Darkwa. I like Orleans Darkwa. He's all right. And I like Gilman too.
Darkwa runs hard, man. He's strong, and the young boy Evans looked real good, man. Number 88.
Oh, Evan Ingram.
Yeah,
oh,
man,
he's crazy.
Way to get him the ball, out there on the island on one-on-one, and to all the other receivers, we just got to catch the ball. So, we got to catch the ball, make some plays, and stop somebody on defense. Because if not, I hope we win another game this year.
Yeah, I mean that
it's bad, man.
Y'all had Jared Goff. They had Jared Goff looking like Peyton Manning out there, like for real.
Hey, Jared Goff, he got the Rams back. So, hey, who picked the Rams coming into this season that they will be winning?
I didn't pick the Rams. I didn't have faith in Jared Goff last year. I really didn't. But I'm gonna tell you the team I called. I called the Eagles from day one. I said in training camp. I said the Eagles defense is gonna. I told everybody the Eagles defense is ranked number 1. Everybody laughed at me.
Hey, Malcolm defense got that defense looking like the old Philly back when Brian Dawkins.
Exactly, Westbrook and the boys.
That D looking good, and that's how we said this, man. I mean, you just gotta acknowledge it. Carson Wentz, the truth, man. They got a real franchise quarterback back there finally. If you want to win in this league, in this business, and compete to win world championships, you got to have a franchise quarterback, and they got one. And playing for the Giants and playing on the NFC East, it pains me to say it, but hey, I don't think nobody can beat them coming out of the NFC right now. I really don't.
And then Miami, stupid, gives them Jay Ajayi. Like
they just made it even better, right?
You gonna give Jay Ajayi? You got the Corey Clement dude, and you got the Garrett Blunt.
Hey man, listen. When the weather starts to change here in the next couple weeks, you're gonna see how critical that running game is. Especially you just add a Ajayi, and you got LeGarrette Blunt, the way the boys running that ball downhill. When the weather changes, it's gonna be critical to the Eagles' success, man. I just think that everything's right there in front of them. Can't nobody mess it up with them.
So who are your favorites this year going? Do you think it's going to be in the Super Bowl?
I say I'm going to go probably NFC Championship game. I'll probably be, no, man.
It's hard.
Atlanta let me down. I want to say the Rams, but not enough experience. I like Seattle. You always got to keep an eye out for Seattle, and obviously the Eagles. But I think Philly gonna come out of the NFC, and the AFC. I ain't gonna say the Patriots, so you might as well just get that out your mouth right now. I'm not picking the Patriots.
Hold on, you might have missed a team. You might have missed one team out there in the West in the NFC. Them Vikings.
They ain't got enough defense for me, man.
They got that's what they do have.
Nah, man, I just don't believe in it, man. They too much of a finesse football team for me, man. You got to be able to run the game, run the ball in the playoff. And I just don't see them, going out and beating no Philadelphia Eagle team or no Seattle Seahawks. I just don't see that. And Atlanta just let me down, man. I don't know what happened with them. Super Bowl hangover or not. But out of the AFC, man, I'm going with either Pittsburgh or Oakland, man.
I don't see Oakland.
Hey, I like Oakland for one reason. Why? Because Marshawn Lynch is not in football shape yet. You can see last night when he was playing, he was getting back to making some of those moves and some of those runs.
Yeah.
Hey, the more in shape he get in the next few weeks, getting that running, getting that football shape, and that defense keep biting. I mean, they got a quarterback. They got a franchise quarterback along with 2 Pro Bowl wide receivers. So they got it.
It is week 9 though. It is week 9. How much more shape you need to be in? You only got 6. You only got really 7 more games. It's week 9.
Yeah, but they usually say coming into the season, and he missed a year. So you usually get in shape around about week 8, week 9. Everybody's in that football shape. But for him missing a year, I'm gonna give him a few more weeks. I'm gonna give him about another month until you really start seeing.
So week 11.
Yeah.
December. So December. You say December, he should be back in full beast mode.
Yeah. But then them boys over there, that black and gold ain't nothing to play with. You know what I mean?
Nah, y'all look good. Y'all look good.
Man, come on, man. Don't say they look good.
You know y'all.
You know they the best looking team in the AFC right now.
They've been the best looking team. Hold on. Y'all been the best looking team in the AFC.
Yo, come
on.
Cut it out, man. Don't start that today, man. I've been having a good day.
Hold on. Pittsburgh has been the great looking team for the last 3 years.
It's time. Them young boys have grown up. It's time, man. It's time for them to turn the corner. It really is.
I don't know. You still got to play us.
Hey, but I would say this, man. It's always, usually in the AFC, if you got home field advantage, that's a team that usually goes to the Super Bowl and win. So if whoever get the home field advantage, I like, even if it's New England or if it's Pittsburgh, whoever gets that home field advantage gonna go to the Super Bowl and win it.
Have you seen any of my Patriot games this year?
You know what? To be honest, man, I just really don't have a need to watch them. To be honest with you, it's not like I wake up. It's not like I wake up on Sunday and be like, "Oh, I want to watch the Patriots today." Nah, man, that's the last thing on my mind.
Well,
I'd rather be eating cheese fries than eating chicken wings.
Oh, really? So hold on. So I always have this talk. Like me and Willie Colon, we always argue. I told him you also played for them dreadful Jets, but the Jets look good this year. I can't get mad at the Jets. Leonard Williams and the boys, they're balling.
Right. You know what? I can't get mad with them because going into the season, if you look at that roster, you might have said they might would have won 4 or 5 games, but based on the talent that they gave Todd Bowles, man, I commend him.
Now he got Coney Ely.
I didn't think they would win. Huh?
He got Coney Ely. That we didn't want him. They picked him up.
I didn't think they were going to win 4 or 5 games, but they proved me wrong, man. So good for Todd Bowles, man, because he wasn't working with a lot of talent going into the season, and he got them looking pretty good.
No, he got them looking very. I'm more scared of them than I am the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Because
that was a letdown, man. I didn't think that Shady and Tyrod, man, would go into a Thursday night game and lose.
But I said this in the past weeks. I said if you take LaShawn McCoy, remember last 3 games he had 126, 140, and a $150, right? Rushing, and they won.
Right.
I said the first team that take the run game away, because he had more pass attempts to him than they wide receivers.
Yeah.
That's bad. Now with Calvin Benjamin, that's gonna make him good.
Right.
He's gonna make him good.
Hey, those Thursday night games tough to play though, man. Your body don't really get the recovery that full week. The players hate it. I know I hated it when I played.
Yeah, they were just talking about that.
Especially when you got to travel, man. When you got to travel for a Thursday night game, like your Wednesday is your travel day, so you miss that day to recover, and you really only get 2 days of recover, which will be, a Monday and Tuesday. You traveling Wednesday, and you still feel terrible on Thursday. But hey, can't make no excuses, man. They got to go in there and win that game if they want to compete in the AFC East.
Nah, you got to go and win. Like you got to figure something out. Because I ain't gonna lie, Todd Bowles did a great defensive job on Tyrod.
Yeah.
If you watch that front, he rushed 5. Like I've seen running quarterbacks get contained, but they boxed him in.
Yeah, man, it's kind of what what we used to do to Tony Romo. You know,
Yes.
he was making so many plays outside of the pocket. He said, you know what, man, we're gonna rush fire, we're gonna sit in the zone, and we gonna put everybody in the gap, and we're gonna make the ends bow out and keep them in the pocket and make them beat us in the pocket. We want to see
goddamn. They're NASCAR. The NASCAR defense. Like what they called you the NASCAR defense for a reason. You had Tuck, you had Strahan, you had Yura.
Like we have dogs up there now. We have some dogs up there.
What could we do? Like I was shocked. I was shocked that Brady even got passes off.
Man, you ain't seen nobody get up to Tom Brady like that since without blitzing. Since that night.
Yeah.
It ain't happened again.
Oh, that won't never happen again.
No.
He knows that. He knows when that blitz coming. He'll read it.
Oh yeah.
So now I want to ask you, so we run this new thing. We playing 4 running backs. So we have 4 running backs. So I had an argument with a bunch of people who's football people, but they're being naive. They're being naive, and I'm trying to tell them, like, listen, the only people that ever did the 4 running back thing was the New York Giants.
Right.
Y'all did it with Bradshaw. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had 4 running backs.
Yeah. We had Mark, we had Ruben Jones, we had Derek Ward,
and y'all had Brandon Jacobs.
And everybody was getting touches.
But then the reason why Eli flourished that year, because as a defensive coordinator, you got a plan for 4 different backs. So now last year when LeGarrette Blount played, okay, LeGarrette Blount's coming in, let's bring in our big front.
Right.
So now Belichick just took that old giant philosophy and put 4 scat backs out there that can definitely kill you on the pass. You know, that can kill you in the pass and they can run the ball.
Yeah, man. We had Big Jacobs. Obviously, if he get running, don't nobody want to tackle that guy. We used to get Ahmad out. We used to get Ahmad in space, screens, and he was a lot stronger than what people thought he was for a small guy.
Yeah.
And then we could run D Ward in between the tackles, and if he got up on your second level, he was gone. And we just had a good team, and one of the main things of why it works, man, which what nobody talks about, is because we was unselfish. Nobody cared who got all the yards and touchdowns, and that's one of the things, man, that's so rare in professional sports because everybody want to shine.
Nobody don't want it's the egos.
But it was never like that, and that's the only team I ever played on that's been that way. We're like, yo, man, we're trying to win, man. Everybody gonna get their shine if we win, and nobody was selfish, and that's the only way how to work in professional sports. If everybody is like, man, you know what? Everybody gonna eat, everybody gonna shine. We win, everybody get their accolades, and go home, and now look at it, we champions.
See, a lot of young guys don't understand. Like, your shine comes at the end of the year. If you contribute to the team's success, you can go out there and if you say, well, I got my ring, I want to get some money now, ain't no team gonna say, well, I'm not gonna turn away a guy who contribute to a system to get them a ring.
Exactly.
Look at Bennett.
Yeah.
Bennett left us and went to Green Bay and got more money.
Yeah.
I mean, so what you got going on, my brother? Since you
I'm in the process of relaunching my sock company, PLAXICO BURESS collection. Got to working on the website. Website go up in a couple weeks, and we get back into my fashion thing, man. I kind of got away from it for a little bit, and but you learn a lot in business and dealing with people, and I went through some things as far as that concerned, as far as my company.
Yeah.
But I didn't give up on it. I stayed the path, man, and I'm just pushing it. Website be back up in a couple weeks, and we'll be up and running.
Absolutely. Pass some socks this way. I need some.
Oh yeah. No doubt, man. It's all good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So when I'm gonna come up to the city. When I get back to the city, we gotta sit down and have lunch. We gotta sit down and have lunch, and I gotta bring you back to the show during playoff time. I'm gonna do a nice playoff edition. I'm gonna do it live though. I'm gonna come to the city. I'm gonna do it live, the playoff edition, so we can sit down and have a nice go to Amy Roos in Harlem.
Yeah.
And we all gonna sit there.
Go get me some smothered turkey wings and rice, baby.
Exactly. So I want to thank you for being on the show. PLAXICO BURESS, ladies and gentlemen, it's a football thing. We shall return. Ladies and gentlemen, we back with It's a Football Thing with DJ SNS. I'd like to thank my boy PLAXICO BURESS from Norfolk. Shout out to everybody down there in Norfolk, Virginia. That's like my second home. Much love to y'all. He gave me an incredible interview. It's the only way, that's what friends do. We talk football, man. Like, you know, that's what we do. Let's get back to it. The highlights. The Indianapolis Colts. They're looking very promising. Now you got a dilemma over there in Indianapolis. Shout out to my boy Ann Paris out there in Indy. Y'all have a little dilemma over there in Indy. Do you keep Andrew Luck or do you keep Brissett? Brissett's balling. Brissett's balling. He's been playing behind a great Tom Brady, so he should be balling. But the kid is balling. One of my favorite quarterbacks in the league besides Tom Brady is Jacoby Brissett. I liked him over Garoppolo. I like Jimmy G, but I thought Brissett is the better quarterback over Garoppolo. That's just me. So, Brissett, 20 for 30, 308 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's a great game. This is a guy who, you know, been in the league for about 3 years. Playing, now he got his time to start. He's been doing good. They've been winning. Frank Gore, 17 carries, 51 yards. I call him Mr. Everlasting, Frank Gore. He don't age. Marlon Mack, 9 carries, 29 yards. T.Y. Hilton, 5 receptions, 175 yards and 2 touchdowns. T.Y. Hilton balled out. 5 receptions, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns. Crazy. He's a beast. And you know, I didn't let you know, so you know we tried to get T.Y. Hilton instead of Philip Dorsett. I just want you to know that. You're lucky we didn't get T.Y. Hilton. Oh my God. Brady would have been like, oh my God. Him and Brandon Cooks, there's no way you can stop them two. Jack Doe, 8 receptions, 63 yards, tight end. I like him. Now, the Texans, we kind of expected this from the Texans. Deshaun Watson goes down with his ACL tear. And you know, I would have thought that Houston would have went and got Colin Kaepernick. The logical pick would have go get Colin Kaepernick. That's what I would have went and do. But everybody's so caught up in this BS with the kneeling of the flag and all this controversy stuff. You're trying to win football games. Tom Savage is not the guy. He's not the guy, Houston. Y'all should have picked up Colin Kaepernick. He fits that offense. He fits the offense. 6'5", and he's a gunner. That's why you're going to lose and not make the playoffs. Tom Savage, 19 for 44, 219 yards, 1 touchdown. Lamar Miller, 10 carries and 57 yards. Dante Foreman, he had 11 carries, 37 yards. DeAndre Hopkins, beast. He always balls out. 6 receptions, 86 yards and a touchdown. Stephen Anderson, 4 receptions, 44 yards. So, the Texans, you already know. Y'all let the Colts beat y'all. You know their season's almost over. Final score, 20-14 Texans. The Houston Astros just won the championship, and you lose the next week. Come on, man. If it wasn't for your defense, it would have been a worse score than that. It would have been a luau. All right. This was a borderline game. I call this a 50-50 game. You really couldn't tell who was going to win this. Even the bettors didn't understand they could win this game. The Titans over the Ravens, 23-20. We couldn't really tell who was going to do. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know if Marcus Mariota's going to show up. We don't know if Joe Flacco was going to show up. Like, this one of them 50-50 games. You don't know. Don't even bet on games like that. Marcus Mariota went for 19 for 28, 218 yards, 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry, 8 carries, 26 yards, 1 touchdown. Where's DeMarco Murray? Again, I must say this. You guys are treating DeMarco Murray like he's a bum. He's not a bum. Derrick Henry's the guy. He might be hurt. I don't know. I'm not doing my research right. He might be hurt. DeMarco Murray might be hurt. Adoree Jackson, 1 carry, 20 yards. Delaney Walker, 5 receptions, 71 yards. Rashard Matthews, 4 receptions, 70 yards, 1 touchdown. So the Titans' passing game is great. Their running game is a little abysmal, but it's the Titans. What do you expect more? Like, come on. The Ravens, same thing. The Ravens. Joe Flacco, 34 for 52, 261 yards, 2 touchdowns. Alex Collins, 13 carries, 43 yards. Jarvis Allen, 7 carries with 21 yards. That's not going to get it done. Baltimore is predicated on the run. That's their game. They run the ball. Jeremy Maclin balled out. 8 receptions, 98 yards. Javoris Allen, he had 7 receptions in the air, 44 yards and a touchdown. Like, I'm sorry. Baltimore, you're not winning this year. I'm sorry. You're not going to win this year, Baltimore. I'm sorry. Final score, 23-20, Titans. This game was good. Arizona versus the San Fran. Arizona wins 20-10. Something was wrong with Carson Palmer. That's right, Carson Palmer got hurt weeks ago. So they got Drew Stanton in the game. He went for 15 for 30, 201 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's not bad. Adrian Peterson, you feed him the rock, he will produce. 37 yards, 37 carries, 159 yards. Now you know you gotta feed the beast. So now you got David Johnson coming back, and you got AP. It's just a little too late, Arizona. You might not even make the playoffs. Kerwin Williams, he had 2 carries for 6 yards. I don't know why I mentioned him. Larry Fitzgerald, I am legend. That's my man, Larry Fitzgerald. 57 yards, 5 receptions, 70 yards. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. John Brown, he had 1 reception for 52 yards. He's a burner, so I expect that. San Fran, y'all need a quarterback. Y'all got my man Jimmy G. You got my man Jimmy G. Jimmy Garoppolo, but you're not going to play him. You're going to let this guy C.J. Beathard play. He went 24 for 51, 294 yards. Carlos Hyde had 12 carries, 41 yards, and your running game abysmal. Your running game abysmal. They shut y'all down. Carlos Hyde, he had more reception yards. He had more reception yards than Marquise Goodwin. Carlos Hyde, 9 receptions, 84 yards. Marquise Goodwin, 2 receptions, 68 yards. Like, come on, y'all. San Fran, but they're in a rebuilding time. So Shanahan gonna have them boys rolling by next year. They're gonna be good. Jimmy G gonna start next year. So this year's really a tank. You want to say? They're really a tank. Thank you, San Fran, for that 2nd round pick for the Patriots. I love that. This was the game right here for of the night. The Seahawks versus the Redskins. Now, coming off a 4-game winning streak, the Seahawks look very promising. The defense looked back to the Legion of Doom. They just acquired Dwayne Brown from the Texans. So that means they had good protection. They had tried to have good protection for Russell Wilson. Not this day, baby. Russell Wilson was running for his life. He was running for his life. I thought Dwayne Brown would have been a good thing. Yeah, he did all right. Russell Wilson, 24 for 45, 297 yards, 2 touchdowns. Russell Wilson, 10 carries, 77 yards. He had more running yards than a running back. Thomas Rawls, 9 carries, 39 yards. Seattle got to get back to the running game. You can't put everything on Russell Wilson's shoulders. He's one man. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. Doug Baldwin, 7 receptions, 108 yards. He balled out and a touchdown. Jimmy Graham, 5 receptions, 59 yards. Y'all got to get Jimmy Graham the ball some more. I keep telling y'all this each and every week. Get Jimmy Graham the ball. Feed Jimmy Graham the same way Brady feeds Gronk. Feed him the ball. They'll let Kurtz go, so that now they can double team Jimmy Graham and let Doug Baldwin beat them one-on-one. I would take my chances with that. Lockett is cool. I'm not worried about Lockett either. You know what I'm saying? Kirk Cousins, 21 for 31, 247 yards. Chris Thompson, 4 carries, 20 yards. Robert Kelly, 4 carries, 18 yards. That ain't going to get it done, but they still won the game. Kirk Cousins pulled it out. He pulled it out. Jay Gruden pulled it out. Redskins, 17-14. Good game. That was a great game. I got 2 more games on the thing. Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys against the Kansas City Chiefs? I told you, the Chiefs would go back to looking the way the Chiefs supposed to look. The way they supposed to look. Alex Smith, 25 for 34, 263 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt, pedestrian game, 9 carries, 37 yards. I told you this. You used the jet, Andy Reid. You used that jet sweep too early in the season, baby. Now everybody got tape on how to defend it. That was a great play. You should have used that for the playoffs. You use plays like that for the playoffs so you can advance. You're going to use it in the beginning of the season and do it to every team just to get 6 wins. Now you guys lost 3 games now. So you better hope that Pittsburgh lose. You better hope that New England loses. It don't look like them two going to lose any time game. So y'all going to play for a wild card. Kansas City looked good. Tyreek Hill always looked good. He had 2 receptions, 64 yards, and that and a touchdown. You know that touchdown, a Hail Mary touchdown, where he outran everybody. Travis Kelce, they held him in check, 7 receptions, 73 yards, and a touchdown. I just think, the Chiefs were back the way the Chiefs play. Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott is a baller. Dak Prescott is a baller. He's very scary. Dak Prescott, 21 for 33, 249 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ezekiel Elliott, 27 carries, 93 yards rushing, and a touchdown. Dak Prescott, he had 3 carries and 27 yards on the run. Terrence Williams, he balled out, 9 receptions for 141 yards. Terrence Williams, you balled out. You got hurt at the end, though. You was a little limping or something, but don't worry about it. That's nothing. Dez Bryant, 6 receptions, 73 yards. You got to get Dez the ball some more. Dez, you got to run your routes a little more crisp. A little more crisper. That's the new word, crisper. You got to run your routes a little more crisper now because you're running routes and you're letting the defense really lock on you. Like, you ran the easy routes, they're going to definitely defend you. I didn't know the Dez, you should just throw it up to Dez. But Dez, you got to use your strength, Dez. Like, come on. Come on. Like, Cole Beasley, I call him Edelman 2, Iron Man 2. 4 receptions, 24 yards, and he had a touchdown. It was a great game. Dallas just showed everybody that Dallas is not, don't sleep on Dallas. So the NFC East looks like it's going to be Eagles, Dallas, Washington. Washington, you better get your act together. Better get your act together. Them Eagles look like they losing no time soon, and Dallas look like they back. The offensive line is back. Sean Lee's back. The defense is, the defense played good. The Dallas defense played good, ladies and gentlemen, on Sunday. All right, let's get to the last game of on Sunday. And, we got the Monday Night Football game tonight. So, the Raiders against the Miami Dolphins. I kind of knew the Raiders were going to win this game, 27-24. I don't like to count the Dolphins out, but the Dolphins are kind of hurting right now. They did the most stupidest thing ever, letting Jay Ajayi go. I wouldn't have did that. I'm not letting Jay Ajayi go to a contender. You let him go to a contender. Like, what are you guys doing over there? You let him go to a team that's a contender. You're supposed to send him to the Browns or the 49ers. Like, what are you guys doing? Derek Carr, 21 for 30, 300 yards, 1 touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, beast mode, look like he's creeping back. You heard me in the interview with PLAXICO. Beast mode look like he's coming back. I'm going to give him to week 11. They even say beast mode is back. I'm going to give him to week 11. But he looked damn good yesterday. 14 carries, 57 yards, 2 touchdowns. He looked damn good. I'm going to tell you another guy that looked good. And I think that the Patriots should have picked him up instead of picking up Dwayne Allen. Jared Cook, he had 8 receptions, 126 yards. Jared Cook is a great tight end. Like, Jared Cook is a great. Amari Cooper, something wrong with Amari Cooper. I don't understand. I guess they doubling him so Crabtree can get off, but Crabtree didn't even get off. Amari Cooper, 4 receptions, 58 yards. Jonathan Holton, he had 1 reception, 44 yards and a touchdown. Michael Crabtree had 3 receptions for 44 yards, no touchdowns. The Raiders looked all right. They didn't look, Derek Carr still looks iffy, like he's still hurt. I don't know. The Raiders, y'all want a game that I don't think that should have won. Jay Cutler, 34 for 42, very, very efficient. That's the most efficient I've seen Jay Cutler in a minute. 311 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kenyon Drake, the kid that replaced Ajayi, 9 carries, 69 yards. Julius Thomas, 63 yards, 6 receptions for 84 yards. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. And 1 touchdown. Devontae Parker, 5 receptions, 76 yards. David Williams, 6 receptions, 47 yards and a touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 6 receptions, 32 yards and a touchdown. Yo, Miami offense ain't bad. Their defense ain't bad either, but something ain't right. Adam Gase, you gotta get it right. Like, you're a product of the Patriots. Like, honestly, you want to do your own thing, but you gotta get them right. Y'all got a bomb over there in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Footloose, Miami Dolphins fan. Why? I don't know, but it's whatever. Footy, I see you. Final score, 27-24. And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes another ISSA football thing with DJ SNS. Only on thenextstation.com. Go download the app as well. And follow me on Instagram at DJ SNS. And that's the way it goes, man. We here each and every Monday. All right? Peace and love. Thanks to everybody for supporting me. Let me know what you like about the show. Hit me up on Instagram and Facebook at DJ SNS, or It's a Football Thing, DJ SNS on Instagram as well. All right? Peace out, y'all. Love and happiness. I'm gone.